Good morning. How's everyone doing today? All right, guys, this morning is the big day where we're going to take the Daytona Coupe down to Silver Arrow Cars to put it in the showroom and get it sold, get it moved on to the next owner. Seems a little weird, feels a little bit weird right now to be doing this, quite honestly, because this is my first supercar and it's been a really interesting car. So much as I'd like to keep it, I have decided I just don't want to be a car collector, and I don't have room to keep storing a bunch of cars. So to simplify things, I've decided this one is going to get sold along with the 911, which already sold, and then we're going to trade on something else. So we'll move on to the next supercar chapter, but it'll just be a little bit different thing, and the Daytona will go on to a new owner. Hopefully somebody who will appreciate it for its incredible performance and style and beauty. Anyway, without further ado, I'm just going to go through the usual process of getting it out of here. Because a car like this has the side pipes without catalytic converters, I don't like to run it inside the garage if I can avoid it, just because you have to clear out the fumes a little bit. So I tend to just push it out when I'm getting going and start it out there, get it warmed up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. There's a battery cutoff switch in there, so you need to turn it on first when you want to run the car. Okay, make sure that's good. Take the block out from behind. I also store the car with the transmission in neutral and the parking brake off. I just tend to do that, and I just put a block behind the wheel. So I just get it started, just pushing on the roll bar. There we go. Here we are arriving at Silver Arrow. All right, there we are. Just arrived at Silver Arrow Auto here. Silver Arrow Cars, pardon me. I always misspeak. And I'm here with Joel. Joel's one of the top guys here who's going to be helping.
And only guys.
Yeah, is that right?
Well, you're the top guy if you're the only guy.
That's true. Overly redundant, right?
Exactly.
That's right. Anyway, Joel's going to be helping put this car on the market. This is our infamous 2015, or actually 2013 Daytona Coupe, the Factory 5 Racing. We're going to bring it into the Classic Center right now for mechanical inspection. That's part of the Gain Group where they do all those beautiful restorations and everything.
Yeah, the Gain Classic Center.
Yeah, so we're going over there. And behind me, before we leave, take a note, there's a lot of nice cars in there, so this is a great place to come in Victoria or elsewhere for your classics and collectibles, high performance cars.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
High-end Europeans, new stuff and old stuff. We do a lot of classic Mercedes, a lot of classic Porsche, a lot of classic Ferrari.
What you got for sale right now? Just give us a quick rundown on what's on
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is our 250 PF cab that we're just finishing up. We did a color change on it. We're getting ready to take it down to RM Sotheby's auction. I think it's going to go no reserve at the Monterey Car Week.
Cool, man.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing. That's what we're focused on right now.
Coming up in August.
That and a Daytona Coupe.
Yeah, that's it. You do that every year, don't you?
Monterey Car Week.
Monterey?
Yeah, we're always in Monterey.
Yeah.
We're always in Arizona and Scottsdale.
Yeah. Okay.
And then sometimes, depending on what we have and what we're selling, sometimes we'll be in New York. Sometimes down in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Get around. All right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thanks, Joel.
Cheers.
Okay, we'll see you later. Now we're over at the Game Classic Center. They're going to have a good look at it. We're going to do some mechanical updates, inspections, and stuff like that before the car goes back, or certainly before it gets delivered to anybody. Over here, come and have a look at this. Little Lamborghini Huracan. That's a beautiful car.
Just gears right.
Yep. Sound right. Got the right amount of power, the right amount of metal. Somebody had done quite a bit of work to the car before they put it away. Because I mean, the engine was like in brand new condition. It had been serviced recently.
Really?
But it just sat for 30 years.
Yeah.
So we had to go through the whole car. And, you know, anything that was rubber had to be swapped out because of course it's been degraded over the time, right? But you know, we got everything back together, flashed the motor up, and it was literally like it was running yesterday.
Really?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I remember when we got it, we were scared to run it just because we were scared any of the belts would snap.
Of course.
And toast the motor, but it seemed to run fine. It had no brakes, right?
Yeah, it had no brakes.
No brakes.
All the usual stuff that you would see from a car that's been sitting for a very long time, right? So brakes, fuel system, belts, hoses, that sort of stuff. So we just went through the car from one end to the other, and man, it is so much fun to drive. It's a hoot. Yeah, I had no idea. Like, I had not very little exposure to Uracos before this one. I had driven maybe one or two just around the block, but when you get into a nice sort of like canyon carving or a twisty road, that thing, you can't break it loose.
Nice little sports car.
Really?
Yeah. It's got an 8-cylinder, right? It's what?
8-cylinder, transversely mounted. So it's got a 5-speed gearbox, and it makes all the right noises. It does all the right things.
What's the displacement of the engine?
I think it's 4 liter.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think it's a 4 liter.
Sounded pretty nice too.
Yeah, absolutely. 1974.
1974, yeah. All right, guys, I'm here with Dave Hargraves at what's the full name of this?
Coachwerks Restoration.
Right.
Yeah.
This is Coachwerks now.
This is Coachwerks. Yeah, version 2.0.
Version 2.
Yeah.
So you're way bigger now, obviously, right?
We're bigger. Right. I'd like to say we're better.
Bigger and better,
well.
of course.
Of course. Absolutely. So the Gain Group was lucky enough to bring Rudy and Company and Coachwerks version 1 together under one roof. This is our semi-brand new 30,000 square foot facility. We are one of the biggest on the West Coast, that's for sure.
Do you have a second? Just there's the Huracan.
There we go.
It's back.
Yeah.
I heard that. Darn. He's gonna drive it in now, eh?
I think he's actually going for a test drive.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. So we obviously specialize in Porsche and Mercedes-Benz, but absolutely happy to work on anything of pedigree or high performance. So come on in. Let's show you guys around.
Oh, this looks beauty.
So this is 10,000 square feet on this side of the wall.
Yeah.
There's 20,000 square feet on the other side. That's our body and paint division over there. This is where all of the disassembly and assembly happens. Upholstery, engine building, you name it, we do it here. We try to do as much as we can in-house. The only thing that we subcontract is chrome work, and that's strictly for environmental reasons.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. So this is obviously a full restoration on this Dino.
Yeah, this Dino is actually, it's been on the island for about 20 years. It originally came over in sort of the early 2000s, late 90s for restoration, and the owner actually wound up sort of hitting hard times, ran out of funds, and has recently reapproached us and is ready to get the restoration underway. And this will be a full 100-point restoration.
Wow.
And then the car will be actually sold down into the U.S. market upon completion.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Dinos are beautiful, and they've really appreciated a lot.
Especially these 1973 GTSs. These sort of seem to be like the pinnacle of the Dino family. They're worth just a little bit more than the coupes, so it seems to be the one, if you're going to try and do a buy and sell, this is the one to do.
Very nice. Beautiful.
Perhaps not as high performance, the 1961 Lincoln, but
looks beautiful.
Very cool car as well. That's, it's a one owner car out of the Seattle area. It's totally original except for it's had a repaint. But if you look at the interior, I mean, it's just hard to believe that this is
suicide doors.
1961.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Wow.
And believe it or not, Lincoln fans were actually upset when this car came out because they thought it was a compact car.
Too small.
Too small. They were upset that Lincoln was building a compact car. So.
I forgot about these kind of floor mats. They used to have these on a lot of cars. Those are probably are those original, or do you know?
I don't know if
maybe
that's
not.
Original to this
but
car
that's kind of the style that a lot of cars used to have. For you younger people, like for you millennials, you wouldn't probably be that familiar with this stuff. Back in the day when you had the the front engine rear drive, you had a bench seat in the front there. That was typical.
Right. For you millennials, this is not a spaceship.
Right. Very cool. Solid too.
Yeah, absolutely. This rocket ship here, this is a 1981 BMW M1.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, this is a rare bird for sure. This car was actually found in a garage not too far away from the Yuraco in Vancouver. To believe it or not, and these things were just streets apart, sitting in garages. Coincidentally. And the same story, it had been sitting there for many years. So again, we're just going through all the mechanicals on it. We ended up doing what was, supposed to be just an engine reseal on this car,
right.
But it's turned into a full engine rebuild. The new owner is very happy and excited to own the car and wants to make sure it's going to suit him for many years to come. So
you guys just take a look at this. Oh, this, I've never seen the M1 in person, I don't think. I remember it when it was new.
Yeah.
And I remember all the buzz about it. What year is this again? It's 81, right.
These tires are really cool. This Pirelli has just started remaking these. These are specific to the M1 only, so to be able to get a brand new set of tires for this car. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Those rims are pretty out there too. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy smokes.
For 1981, that was pretty futuristic. This is the engine sitting here.
Okay. Guys, can you believe something like this is just sitting in someone's garage for decades or whatever? Can you believe people do this? It boggles my mind. It's not that uncommon.
No, it
really enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's the engine there, eh?
Yeah.
Right. I was assuming this is a 6.
Yeah, inline 6.
Inline 6, yeah, that's a BMW thing.
Yeah, absolutely. This engine is what would later become the M5 engine, but of course for that car, slightly toned down and detuned. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow, what a place. And you got a bevy of Porsches here, and
this is sort of Porsche Alley up here.
You got a Ferrari here. Oh my goodness.
This is a 1961 250 Pininfarina Cabriolet. Believe it or not, this car was actually in great shape when it came in, but the owner didn't like the color. It was anthracite gray, and he thought that it didn't suit the car very well and that it needed to be a dark color, so black it went.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what you would have done to it. It really this looks like a really pristine example. I'm not a trained person, but this looks really beautiful. Yeah, this has been fully restored, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is a conqueror's level restoration. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're here in person, first of all, these guys do superlative work everywhere. One of the things I notice about things that came from Coachwerks, we in the Porsche Club we have a few guys who are customers here, multiple customers, and one of the things I notice about them is just this creamy, beautiful paintwork that they do. Plus, all of that interior doesn't have anything that looks like it isn't brand new. It's like it's almost like zero wear on this thing, which is of course impossible.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what you guys do, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We take it right back to brand new.
Yeah.
And you know,
That's
it's not
crazy.
finished until it's perfect.
Lovely.
Let me show you this gull wing.
Very
over here.
special. There's a Jag-E type, of course, there as well. Let's have it. We'll swoop around the front here. Oh. If your heart doesn't race a little bit looking at this stuff, you don't like cars, that's for sure.
Absolutely. we tell a lot of our clients and friends that most people, they have to go to work every day, but we get to come to work. It's a pleasure. It's like it's Disneyland for
Good
adults.
point. When
right?
you make dreams happen. Right?
Absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
it.
This is a 1956 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. This car actually came to us out of Monaco for a complete restoration. This was an every nut and bolt frame off restoration. Took about a year and a half to do the restoration on this car, and over that time the car had appreciated in value so much that the client actually asked us to sell it on his behalf. So it's gone to a new happy home, a local guy. So he's absolutely thrilled to have the car. It's a pretty spectacular car. This is dove gray on a slate gray exterior. This is the original colors of the car. It's got 2 seats. It's got winter and summer sets. It's got the tartan for the summer, which keep you nice and cool. And it's got the leather for the winter. It's got matching luggage. And if you open that luggage, it's got the red tartan interior and the luggage as well. So everything original to this car. Very German colors. Totally understated.
Wonderful.
So cool.
Wonderful. Yeah, this is just exquisite. So this is going to stay here on the island right
It'll
now.
be on the
Fantastic.
island. Yeah,
I look forward to
absolutely.
seeing this driving around.
You might see this at Cars and Coffee.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm going to thank you very, very much
Sure,
for
absolutely.
showing us around Coachwerks here, and spectacular stuff. I didn't actually know what to expect because I haven't seen the new. I saw the old one.
Right.
Which is a lot smaller. This is huge here, but also just under the light and just looking at these cars all finished and ready to go, it's something special.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Come back and see
Really,
us anytime.
I
The door's
will
always
take
open.
you up on that. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay guys, that's it for today, and we'll be back here another time. Maybe we'll be able to follow one of the projects, maybe the Dino or something, and see how it's coming along. Ciao for now.